collective situation or just one case?
I don't know. All I know is this lady has mentioned his name before, and he's aware of your situation.
Knows about the situation.
Yeah. So whether he might be able to just give you generic advice about your situation, he might know about it, I'm not sure.
Okay. He knows about their situation, but not the collective situation.
I'm not sure.
Will you be able to ring him and ask him that question?
All we know is that obviously Adam Millward and whoever else is involved in this need to have serious investigations. Serious, because these crimes that are being committed are just diabolical. They're off the scale.
Can I tell you, my daughter was given to drug dealers, a guy that had just done 2 5.5-year sentences. That's the guy that gave my daughter to. That weren't bad enough. They gave him to my ex-girlfriend, a neighbour from out Panorama. Remember it? 97? Panorama? That didn't go too well either. My daughter's a mental wreck now, absolute mental wreck. I can't go any further.
Yeah, so why are they giving children to abusers? This is the question.
Yes,
there's a pattern of this.
Let me butch in again.
Why are our children going to actual abusers?
Yeah, and they're being taken from their safe, loving families, and they're being given to the abusers. Why is this happening?
And you wrote letters to me daughter's school telling them that I'm a convicted
Who's David Ollis? Who's David Ollis?
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, he stuck his name on every single letter he wants to shove through our door, so where is he?
I don't think he's here today.
You don't think?
How do you spell that name?
Well, you can go and check.
It's David Hollis.
Because he seems to know a lot about these children being trafficked and abducted and abused.
Hollis, sorry.
Yeah.
You know, another thing, they wrote letters to my daughter's school telling them I was a convicted paedophile. I have no such convictions. Honestly, can you honestly think that's right? It's not, it can't be. Please tell me it's not right. I have no convictions. The truth is, I have evidence.
David Hollis! David Hollis! Where are you? David Hollis! David Hollis! So where's David Hollis?
If you need to arrange meetings with someone, now's the time to do it.
Well,
okay?
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Same with you. If you need to get a meeting arranged with someone,
we don't know who. Well, that's what I'm saying. I need to see someone about the situation. Who can I get a meeting with to talk about my situation? Like, there must be someone who can actually contact me and arrange for me to come and see them in person about this whole situation.
I would say, as a general thing, I'm not sure about exactly if it's going to work for your situation, but normally we would recommend maybe speaking to your local counsellor.
I've done that. Spoken to MPs. They said they all can't get involved with the secret family courts because it's secret family courts.
Then I guess my only other point of contact would be like Adam, because he's the only person I know who works in that particular field.
Right. Yeah,
So
I was going to say you can understand you can understand obviously the heated emotion because this is our families, this is our children that have been brutally taken from us for no lawful reason whatsoever, and we're trying to get them back because it's not lawfully right, and in God's eyes it's very wrong. We've been given those children. That's our God-given right to bring up our babies and not have them stolen. My daughter, I've had to watch her suffering without her babies that she was protecting from her ex-abuser. She thought she was safe from by moving from Essex to all the way to Sheffield. That's a big move.
Yeah.
The police backed us up on this. They've got all of the statements from her, from all her abuse, and yet they've still managed the social services here. Andrea Walker, she's the main social worker that's put all these lies forward and buried all my daughter's evidence. Like, how can this even happen?
Well, the only thing I can think of would be maybe speak to an Adam or someone of that in that field, and then say, if you're not happy with what Adam says, ask to see who his manager is, or is there
Adam's manager?
Or I don't.
So he will have management.
I don't know. I don't know where he sits in the hierarchy. But if you're not happy with what he says, then can you speak to his manager?
Are these the next steps?
Who's his manager?
I'm not sure.
Are these the actual next steps that you are?
This is just my suggestion. Like, if you're...
So you don't actually know?
I don't actually know if that's going to work, but I would say that's a good option. Adam's someone who works in that department.
Yeah.
So if you're not happy with what he says, you can say, well, if I'm not happy, can I speak to... Is there an ombudsman? Is there a manager I can speak to?
Well, people need to be held accountable for what they've done because, you know, they need to rectify what they've done. Because, you know, I'd be more than happy if they turned around to me and said, we've made a terrible mistake, here are your daughter's offspring back. You know, that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
We've already gone to Brian Gerrish on the UK column. He's published my interview. It's going public about everything that's been done in my family's case because it's so serious and so severe. You know, and I just want to get it rectified, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold hate in my heart against what they've done. I just want them to give back my daughter's biological offspring. That's it.
I want to get back my biological offspring.
Because there's no lawful reason why they've taken them.
Yeah. I can't say anything. I can't
Child
comment on your
social services
situation.
were actually going to take my children and place them with the abusive father.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
And
It's just a
if he
major
had
screw
his
up.
way, he would have taken them all the way to Pakistan. I would have never seen my children again.
And that's why you keep hearing on the news about all these children that end up dead because they're being given to the abusers. And this is the pattern I'm noticing. I know firsthand it's happened to me because they've done it with my daughter, my grandchildren that I was helping raise from birth. And we've had to go 18 months without them.
My children's case paperwork was actually mixed up, deliberately or otherwise, with another child's case paperwork. And that child was a newborn child.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was still under a lot of stress trying to make sense of what happened to my own children.
I think all I can really say, which I kind of said before, is you want to find out more information or appeal or find a way to
We've already tried all that. They've shut us down. Yeah,
But
they won't let you appeal.
Find a way around the situation. You can only really speak to...
Is this appeal through the courts?
I don't know. But
It's going to have to go to a high criminal court because the judges have committed serious crimes against our family.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're not being questioned, that's the serious thing.
I think this is what I'm trying to say is... Maybe I shouldn't have said the word appeal, but is trying to find, maybe speak to Adam's my only person with any expertise in this knowledge that I know who works here.
I have.
So I would speak to Adam and say, if I'm not happy with what the situation is at the minute, which obviously you're not, and it's understandable, it would be how.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So
why
my
are the police,
thoughts.
why are the police here?
What?
Probably to make sure it stays peaceful. Is that right?
My thoughts would be, if you're not happy with the current situation, which is understandable, that why you're not, then I would say my only expert in the field would be Adam. So I would speak to Adam, and if you're not happy with what Adam says, ask him, how do I escalate to a manager, an independent body?
Or someone who needs to rectify the situation.
Yeah, or who has the power?
The police know about all this. It's all on their system. So, sorry, have you come to speak to me?
Yeah, the other reason why we've received a call, just because obviously you're inside here and it was disrupting what was going on, so we was come to speak to you about it. But obviously we're mid-conversation, so I just wanted to let you finish, because they're probably better at speaking about it than I.
Well, we're here on a peaceful campaign. We've been standing outside the building for the last 5 weeks now. And my daughter's offspring was stolen unlawfully and given to her ex-abuser in Essex, who the police are fully aware of. They know all the statements of his abuse, and yet the family court here have allowed these criminal activity to go on with them being taken brutally from her for no lawful reason whatsoever and given to him in Essex. She's not seen him now for over 10 months.
Yeah, I completely understand.
And I've reached out to every
MP.
I've reached out to every MP. I've reached out to the CEO of Sheffield, and they all say they can't get involved with the family courts. I went to the police crying my eyes out 18 months ago when it happened. So the police know. We've been to the police multiple times. They know about all his abuse. They knew we moved to Sheffield to be in safety from the abuse. Yet they've delivered the children into his hands.
Yeah, I mean,
it's horrific.
I don't know anything about that, so I really cannot comment. And I appreciate your frustrations on why you're protesting. And obviously you have your
We just want justice to be done because at the moment it's completely unjust.
So where are we at the minute in the process?
At the moment, what they've done, so we were shut out of the last 2 court hearings, which is completely unlawful.
Why is that?
They said that our lawful representative was an unsuitable person, which obviously Article 6 you're meant to have whoever you want to represent you. They disallowed that. They locked us out of the court. They had 3 security guards standing at the door, and they just completely dusted off the case. It was Judge Afzal, and he said my daughter's not allowed to speak about the case until her son is 18, and if she does, she could face going to prison for telling people about the crimes they've committed against her. I mean, how is that right? How is that just? And how is that lawful?
I mean, I literally have no idea.
No,
about that,
that's
so
what I mean.
Yeah.
So then when we've researched further, we've found out that these family courts are not even lawful courts. They're administration courts, which means they don't have the lawful capacity to steal children from their loving families.
Okay. So who have you complained to about it? Like, where are you at in trying to sort that out?
Do you know how many emails I've sent?
Yeah,
I've sent emails to every MP.
Mm-hmm.
The only MP that took any interest, I think it was Louise Haig. I could be getting her name wrong.
Yeah, Sheffield one. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the MPs wouldn't get involved because she can't get involved. She's incredibly sorry. It must be very distressing for me and my daughter, but she can't get involved. So I'm thinking, well, how is that right? But I'm getting the impression that their hands are tied. It's like no one wants to get involved with the family court. So I've done an interview on UK Column with Brian Gerrish. He's the only journalist that would publish our story because he was so horrified about what's happened. And he said that we're not the only ones. It's happening to lots of people. They're taking children from the safe, loving family and giving them to the abuser. And then that's why you end up hearing on the news about when they end up dead or injured because they've been given to the abuser. So obviously we've been trying to get these family courts investigated because in my situation, my daughter just wants her babies back. You know, she hasn't done anything wrong. We don't have any criminal offences against our family. We haven't been into drugs or drinking. We're a believing family in God. We have a faith, you know.
How come it's in the courts in Sheffield? Did you say you're from Essex?
We moved for safety.
Oh, you moved for safety?
Well, 3.5 years ago. Yeah.
Is the ex-partner in Sheffield?
No, Essex.
He's in
That's
Essex
where
with the children.
Yeah.
And then she's fled to Sheffield. And it's the Sheffield courts that have heard it.
Yeah, because we were living in Sheffield.
With the children,
yes.
Right, got
we were all living together. Yeah.
Okay. Why did they say that they've come to that decision?
Well, that's what they wouldn't tell us. I've got lots of recordings because I was recording every meeting and I was asking them outright. I said, what is the reason why my daughter can't be with her children? It was just silence.
Yeah.
Utter silence. And
I
I
was
was like,
the freedom of information stuff with
yes, and they won't give it to me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It's really frustrating. So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do now? How do I get my daughter's babies back? Who do I turn to?
I don't know the answer. I'm really sorry.
What I mean.
What's this gentleman said to you? Has he been able to?
He doesn't really know much, but he said there is a guy apparently that's based in this building. The reason why we've come here, by the way, before I say what he said, is because a lot of the letters that we were receiving were addressed to this building.
Right, okay.
So obviously there's a lot of the legal teams this building, but obviously they're committing unlawful acts and unlawful deeds.
Right.
So obviously that's why we've been standing outside this building.
This building specifically.
But he has said that I need to speak to someone called Adam Millward.
Okay.
Apparently he's involved with the Children's Services.
All right.
But he doesn't know if that's even going to help.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you do? I've even been told by the MPs to report all this to the police.
And
I have been to the police, but shall I report it again?
Do you want me to go through it with me?
Yeah.
I'll take notes of it, and then I can, once I'm back, I can have a proper look at it in the system and see what's what.
Because you will have us going to, I'm trying to remember what police station it was now.
One in town?
No, it was one we were told to go to because when we first moved here, my daughter was being harassed on the social media by her ex trying to find out her location when we moved. I'm not sure if it was Ecclesfield.
Oh, yeah,
Ecclesfield, yeah. We went there, and not only did I do a statement, my daughter did a statement, and one of my sons did a statement as witnesses. They've got all this on file. Essex Police also have it all on file. It was a PC Jackson who was involved originally with all my daughter's statements. And it's just the fact that all this has been allowed to happen. It's felt like a massive persecution against us. Because it's like there's no lawful reason whatsoever why they've taken the children.
Right, what's your name?
It's Claire.
Claire, C-L-A-I-R-E?
Yeah. Robson.
What's your date of birth, Claire?
4th of January. 1979.
What's your home address?
It's 16.